You do realize that men find women that are boring fairly attractive, right?
Yeah, because they're
What
easier
if
to
you can't have a
control.
conversation with her at all, though?
I guess.
Huh?
What if you can't have a conversation with her at all? Like she just sits there.
I mean, if I'm going to be all the way honest with you, most women suck at conversing anyway.
Yeah.
Because men tend to, operate from a logically sound perspective. We speak in concise with things. I mean, I asked you guys a very direct question, and a lot of you guys couldn't answer it because men and women are just very different. A lot of the times when guys have conversations with you, we have to dumb it down and talk about things that you're more interested in versus,
Not with
what we're
every
interested in.
girl, but I'm saying you probably run into some females
Most.
that. Not every girl.
Most. A staggering majority, actually.
Some guys can't have conversations.
That's true.
What do you mean when they can't
It's
have
because
conversations?
he's staring at your tits.
Yeah.
When you say most guys can have conversations, what do you mean by that?
Hurry up, let's go.
I don't know how to explain it.
Oh.
Like, there's some guys that I can't sit and have an intellectual conversation with. Like, they want me to have the conversation. I'll talk all day to you.
That's Play-Doh right here. You
Yeah,
want to talk
tits.
Play-Doh? DM her. So what's the intellectual topic?
Yeah.
It
What
can
is-
go anywhere.
Oh, there it is.
I'm just saying, like,
Anywhere?
I'm
Can
sure
it
you've
go
been
to
on a
the
date with
vibe?
a girl that is just
The vibe.
boring and she can't even talk. She just sits there.
So what's the
Are
topic?
you gonna go home with her? Like, I mean, you guys
Blonde,
are always
blonde.
going
What
at-
is the intellectual topic? Give
Yeah,
us
what
the
is-
topic.
It can be
Crypto?
anything.
No, not anything. Give us the
Crypto?
topic.
Real estate.
What is the
It
topic?
could be anything. It could be anything you're interested
What was the reason?
in.
Anything.
Translation.
Vibe.
What was the
This is-
reason?
I knew she was gonna say that.
If I'm on a date
Translation.
with a guy and he can't talk to me about
He has
anything,
an intellectual conversation. You just bounce back off of his talking points.
maybe I started it.
But what's the topic?
Can you
What?
finish
What?
it?
By asking him a question
But can
about
you
what he
finish
does,
it?
and then he starts the conversation, and then you just bounce back?
Isn't that what he's gonna do too?
No,
No.
Not
he's
necessarily.
first in the topic.
So how are you gonna start it?
I'll
was
start
just
with
about to
this.
say that.
I'll start with this. It's interesting that Plato says there's an invisible world of forms. Everyone in this room knows what a chair is, but is a beanbag a chair? Yes. Is a four-legged stool a chair? Yes. Is a one-legged stool a chair? Yes. How can they all be chairs unless they all adhere to an invisible world that we all share in the mental plane of the perfect chair, meaning there's perfect thought forms of God, proving God. Do you ever sound like that on a
I'm
date,
out
dumb
of there.
blonde? Fuck no.
I was gonna say that sounds interesting.
I'm not saying, ladies, that like women are stupid. I'm not saying that. What I want you to understand is
mean-
that when a man goes on a date with a woman, there's an absolute burden of performance on the man to carry the conversation, plan a date, have the masculine presence, and be the initiator and the creation of the vibe.
He's the
No,
leader.
that's why I said you
He's
gotta-
the leader.
Like
Gotta
me,
be.
we finna have fun. I'm gonna make sure we have fun, but you gotta have fun back.
But some guys
But you're
can't
not
do
gonna
what you
have
just
fun if you're not
said. So if
interested
they
in him
can't
in
do
the
what you
first
just
place.
said, I'm not.
No, I'm gonna have fun regardless. But if you're not having fun with me back, then what I'm like?
What are we
let's go
doing?
home. Yeah, what are we doing?
Well, when I asked you specifically what would make you make a guy wait, you said he's boring.
yes. If you're not having fun with me back, I'm not fucking you. It's not going nowhere.
So you just got to be fun.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how he looks.
No, I like some.
Interesting. But yeah, the point I'm trying to make is what I noticed when I asked you guys a very straightforward question. A lot of you guys had an issue answering it directly, and I think that's one of the biggest differences between how men communicate versus how women communicate. Women have a very tough time with speaking concisely, clearly, and directly.